Hey besties, let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? There is something wrong with Brittany. She's on this journey and she's not doing it right. She's not all the way in. I don't know. Is anyone there to help her, guide her? I haven't seen her kneel down and pray now one time. And I know real Muslims pray, what, 5 times a day, anywhere, everywhere. They don't care. I've seen people out praying, go in little corners. They find a little somewhere to go and they kneel and they pray. Um, is it possible that this woman may need some meds? Some intense therapy, a hug. She may need to call her mother one more time. Ty, I need you to put that together because you're pretty good at that. Getting them mothers and daughters together. But what is wrong with her? I remember Brittany left 2 seasons ago because, oh my goodness, these women are so toxic. I can't take it. Oh my goodness. And she always brings a sidekick with her. Remember the last chick? She was one of the basketball players, baby mamas. She was an ex, to one of the basketball players. She was toxic. And here we are again. Brittany Renner has graced our TVs once again with another toxic sidekick, Denise. Whew. And as quiet as it is kept, who is Denise? This woman been on our show. We don't know nothing about her. All we know is she got a kid or two by a basketball player, one of the Ball brothers. But who is she? She just comes in quiet as a mouse, attacking Jackie, causing mess, talking out of line, being disrespectful, and got checked by Evelyn. What is wrong with Brittany? Girl, welcome, besties. You are now behind the shade, and thanks for joining me. I recap your favorite reality shows weekly. Now let's kiki and ha and get into the last episode of Basketball Wives, Season 12, Episode 12, Threesome 2 1 Action. Besties, drop down in the comments and let me know, how do you rate this week's episode and the season? We got to talk about it. The season, to me, it gets a 5. It gets a 5. But this episode, girl, like a 4. I'm over it. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think, besties. Please like the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure your notification bell is on. Ding dong, so that you know each and every time I post my content. Now, baby, let's get into a little things. I can't keep up with the drama that's going on in the YouTube streets about Chantel. It seems like every day there's a news something, to discover. And, basically, we're over it. It's been a week. I'm over it. But, child, I was watching, what's his name? Make It Make Sense. He interviewed the sister, right? And, she's the one that wrote the book and blah, 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 blah. So they interviewed. I didn't catch all of it because I myself have room to grow and mature. She has a speech impediment. And I couldn't keep listening to it. I just couldn't. But the girl has 4 children. And I was like, okay, but pretty much I read also, these are some facts that I learned about Chantel. She sleeps around. You know how Evelyn says Jackie was a garden tool in the 80s? Chantel, remember I said Chantel is Jackie? Well, she sleeps around too, honey. She has slept with the NBA players, trying to be like Jackie. Her dad's like, if he has prospect players that he's looking at, she will sleep with them. She has slept with families, men, cousins, and things. And oh my goodness, Chantel gets around. She is a mess. Then I heard that Jackie got Chantel fired from the show. And I was like, will there be another season? Now, remember last season with Brooke? And it seemed like Jackie was gonna leave the show, and I was all down for it. I was really down for it. So it's like, what was Jackie's motive now? Was it to be like, oh no, I don't want to leave. Let me, spice it up real quick. Okay, what you want to do? I'm gonna bring in my daughter. You got to say it like that for Evelyn. I'm gonna bring in my daughter, and we gonna shake the table. Well, baby, this thing has shook itself. And pretty much at this rate, besties, I believe that Jackie can hop on that plane and go to Sacramento and do not return. I'm okay with that. Let's shake it up. We got to get her up out of there. Chantel don't need to come back. If you're going to keep Jennifer and Evelyn, we gotta just we gotta shake the table, because I'm hearing that this show, the ratings are very, very low. But let's get into this last episode, besties. Season 12 is a wrap. What did we get? Jennifer got married. Girl, his family came and was threatening Evelyn. Evelyn had a birthday party that was crappy. A lot of back and forth and back again. They went to Hawaii and didn't even enjoy paradise. Well, they kind of did, but Jackie and Chantel just the whole season, and they came to blows at the end. Brandy is getting along better with her husband, trying a seasoning line. We meet Ty and Ming Lee, and they've been going back and forth and back again all season. Oh, Brittany comes back with another minion. They formed the big three dummies. And she's a Muslim, but she is crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Something needs to happen. So we get into this episode. Of course, they continue from last week. So after Jackie and Chantel's altercation in Hawaii, they were both removed. They both were sent home separately that night. Y'all gotta go. Everyone else leaves the next day. And of course, they're all in the van talking about how wrong Jackie is. And they're only basing that off of what Chantel told them and what Chantel showed them. She showed them, her finger bleeding or something like that. A lot of you guys said that Jackie hit her in the head. And I'm just thinking, Chantel is pretty light complected. It just seemed like she would have she didn't have no bruise. There was no bruise, no lump in her head. Just, she looked like she recovered very well. Maybe she has a headache. Maybe her ears are ringing. Maybe her vision goes in and out, and her hearing, it goes in and out. But so fast forward 3 days later, Ty goes to have drinks with the OGs, Evelyn and Jennifer. And I'm like, how did you get these two to decide to meet up together? Because they don't fool with each other, but they were very cordial in Hawaii. And you notice that they can do okay when Christian's not around and when his name is not brought up. Yes. Whew. And if Christian's not careful, he gonna have problems with his wife. Cause yeah. But anyway, Evelyn's like, she can coexist with Jennifer. It's not a big deal. Well, Ty feels guilty because she's the one that put the Christie ladies up to talking to each other to different times in the same night. So she needs the OGs to help her understand Jackie. And I'm like, Ty, the OGs don't even understand Jackie. They've been knowing her all this time and they still don't know. I don't even think Jackie understands Jackie. But, of course, she wants some reasoning. She wants to know. She feels guilty, right? She didn't expect for Jackie to hit and push and get all in Chantel's grill, hit her up. She didn't expect all that, but that's not your fault, Ty. So I loved how Evelyn and Jennifer came and they was like, hi, hi. I love the coexisting together. So they all agree that Jackie is wrong, but they only know Chantel's side, right? And even Jennifer was like, there's three sides to the story, and I need all three sides, right? So over there with the big three, two of them are talking, Brittany and Denise, and they're mortified by what happened. They are in disbelief. They cannot understand. They just like, oh my goodness. It's like, I don't understand why you guys are so shocked that it got to this point. Isn't this what y'all been antagonizing Jackie, hollering, screaming, jumping in her face, acting like you finna fight her? What did you think? Mortified? Come on now. Denise says, she was seeking to form a sisterhood within this group, but she's happy to have, formed the big three. And now she feels like they have to show the OGs how sisterhood is done. Girl, y'all just cliquish. Y'all don't have a sisterhood. You guys are cliquish. Because there is no way a sisterhood of mine is going to think that she can disrespect my mother. I don't care how I feel about her. You can't feel that way about her. And y'all know I've said that in every episode. What is wrong with Brittany? We know it's, mother issues, but for her to just go off the way she does, and she just got to call you out your name. And I'm with Evelyn on this. How you just calling people out their names so easily? You trying to be on this new journey. You got a new walk. You ain't even trying the walk. You ain't even trying. You just want to wear the clothes. Is that it, Brittany? You just want to wear the clothes. Because I haven't seen you kneel down and pray nowhere. Nowhere. Okay. So they call Chantel on FaceTime. How are you? Chantel's like, I'm at a loss for words. Girl, are you? Why? What happened? Did Jackie beat him out of you? Okay. She says she just can't believe that it's gotten to this place. Why can't you believe it? It's not that hard. What did you expect? You've been knowing Jackie all your life. Nothing that she does to me just wouldn't surprise me at this point. Yes, y'all got into a fight. Chantel, you put your hands on her first. You were walking to the door. You should have kept walking. You stopped, turned around, and got to talking most smack. Then, when she walked up, because she was about to go to the door and put you out, you said, don't put your hand on me, but you put your hand on her, and she clocked you. Mm-hmm. You can't believe you gotten to this place. You asked for it, honey. You've been asking for it all season. So Jennifer goes over to Jackie's house because she want to get the tea, honey. And Jackie knows why she's coming over. I don't even know why she let her come over. Because she ain't finna talk about nothing. So Jackie apologizes to Jennifer for calling her long-headed. Yeah, Jennifer was like, I don't know how I got involved, calling me all out my name, calling me names, talking about my head. And she said, yeah, I apologize for that. So then Jennifer brings up her up and coming movie screening of girl, and it shattered. I'm gonna go with that. So she said, the people are coming, all except for Evelyn. Evelyn declined her invitation because Evelyn does not want to be around Christian. Okay. Barely you. Y'all not even that cool yet. But Evelyn is at home with them dogs and her grandson, honey. She ain't got it to do. Okay. But Ty and Ming Lee will be there. Jennifer is asking Jackie, like, what's up? Jackie is, of course, deflecting. And she's like, I'm so excited. So Jennifer's like, why? What? So she tells Jennifer, because I'm getting ready to have a date with Doug on FaceTime. Jennifer looking like, uh, okay, girl. So Jennifer asks again, what's up? You talk to Chantel? Jackie is acting odd. And now she's like, oh, girl, I'll be back. I got to go use the bathroom. So then when Jackie comes back, she's like, ooh, who's all coming to the event? Is Evelyn coming? No, she's not coming. Is Brandy coming? And Jennifer's like, why are you asking me that? And so Jackie said, well, I'll tell you, because some dude called my phone and told me that that Brandy called him and asked him to come over, honey. Yeah, honey. He said that her and me and Lee be hanging out and they doing things, cheating in threesomes. What? Now, Jackie, you've been a married woman for a very long time. What random man is just calling your phone and you gonna talk to him and gossip with him? Can you give us a name? Liar. And why would somebody just call you out the blue? Huh? This don't even make sense. And so we already know this is a lie because all this season, and even last season, Jackie just be coming up with these lies and these rumors, and she just goes with it. And Jackie just don't care. She gonna deflect at the cost of anybody, any of her so-called friends, right? So it is Jennifer's movie event, and I'm sitting here like, this is a thing. It was very well attended, I will say, but you got all these people coming, leaving their homes or whatever in LA, fighting traffic, got to look for a park to come up to this rooftop to sit out and watch a clip of a movie premiere, a clip, a preview, not even a premiere, a preview of your movie. She passing out food, little pieces of popcorn in a little tray. I'm like, oh, and it's like a silent party. You got to sit down, put the headphones on, and then watch the clip on the screen. And Jackie was in it. She did her little part, child. Go actress, go actress, go actress. So Ty wants to ask Jackie, what's up? Has she talked to Chantel? So she's there and she's telling Jennifer she has to see what she's wearing. If she's wearing tennis shoes, she's probably ready to run, fight, or whatever. But if she's wearing all black, because that's what she likes, Ty said, I just wonder if she's going to wear some color today. So, okay, here come Ming Lee. Here come Jackie. Jackie has on a green Givenchy jacket. So Jennifer's like, oh, she has on color. Yay. So Ty asked Jackie, has she talked to Chantel? And Jackie's like, ooh, let me go get some food. I'll be right back. Because what we going to see, besties, is the back of Jackie. Okay. We going to see the back of Jackie. So then later on, when it's time for the event to start, Jennifer is looking for Jackie because she's in the movie. Jackie is nowhere to be found. So later on, Jennifer checked her phone and Jackie had texted her and told her she apologizes for leaving. She wasn't feeling good and she thinks she now has the flu. I said, the flu? Jackie, really? And I think she said something about the food. And I'm like, and her stomach hurts from the food. And so she got the flu from the food. I was like, you can get the flu from bad food, or do you get food poisoning? Child, Jackie is a mess. Jackie is a mess. And guess what? Jackie is on an exit tour. She gonna come, excuse me, besties, but she's gonna exit, honey. So Jennifer tells them what Jackie told her, and meanly asks, well, how would Jackie know if I was having threesomes or anything? And she said, nah, see, Jackie, she worried about the wrong thing. Now, we got bigger fish to fry, honey. You know, her and Chantel, they just fought. Why are we worried about what I'm doing? Because I ain't doing none of that. So Ty tells me, Lee, yeah, you know, Jackie deflects, and you're just like Jackie. She's like, oh, why are you coming at me like that? And so Ty said, yeah, because you be lying. And she said, but I'll be lying about shit like that dude, that dude's name that's tattooed on you. Are y'all in a relationship? And she was like, no. And so so Ty gonna ask her, so are you a side chick? Then Ty calls Ming Lee a garden tool. You're just a HO. And then they go back and forth and back, back again. Ming Lee calls Ty a HO. And then Ming Lee is like, you know what? I'm going to respect Jennifer's event and I'm going to leave. And then she leaves. So then Evelyn, Ming, and Brandy, they meet up, go for drinks and food, whatever. And so Ming Lee tells them about what happened all at Jennifer's movie event. And, you know, about her and Ty arguing and all that. And Jackie telling Jennifer that her and Brandy are having threesomes. And she said, she said, you're having an affair with your husband. And, you know, Brandy, she always go in shock. You could just see her face just, So she's shocked that Jackie still has her name in her mouth and started this old crazy rumor. And she is even more shocked that Jennifer is spreading the rumor. And so she said, how come she didn't come to me? She could have came to me. Come to me, don't ask my neighbor. Oh, come to me. Come on. Don't be afraid. Okay. So Ming Lee is having another EAP heat flat irons. Those are her flat irons. That's her brand for flat irons. She's having another event and she's inviting everybody to come except for Ty. But she said she got questions for Jackie. So yeah, Jackie coming, but she got questions. I said, okay. So Brandy says, Jackie says she out here popping. She said, I'm out here popping my cooch like I was hurt in the 80s. I said, wait a minute, what? She was like, she got me. She said, I'm out here popping my thing like I'm her in the 80s. I was like, that was funny. So, child, the big three take Jennifer out because they like Jennifer. They respect Jennifer because Jennifer is unlike Evelyn. She's not trying to be a 20-year-old. I was like, when was Evelyn trying to be a 20-year-old? But go off, y'all. If you don't like her, just say you don't like her. So Jennifer tells them that, you know, Jackie is avoiding the questions and she's acting like the Matrix. And Jackie is acting really like nothing ever happened. And so, you know, she wants to pretend like her marriage is amazing. Chantel was like, don't believe that. Don't be fooled, Jennifer. I was like, okay. See, they talk, but don't tell you nothing. Can you elaborate, please? Then Jennifer tells them Jackie said, you know, about the Brandy and Ming Lee doing threesomes. So Chantel says, she sure can worry about someone else's bedroom. Meanwhile, her whole house is blowing up in flames. I was like, dang, Chantel, what is going on? Like, can you please elaborate what's happening? And how do you know? Dougie's tells you? So anyway, Brittany says Jackie should write fiction books much as she lies. I was like, true. So, child, we get to meet Ming Lee's mother, Mama Vicky. Now, Mama Vicky just love her some Ty, and Ty loves her some Mama Vicky. So she's in town for Ming Lee's event, and she wants to hang out with Ty. So Ming Lee, her mom, meet up with Ty. And so Mama Vicky wants to address some things. Number one, what are these names you've been calling my daughter? Ty said it's only been one, but I will apologize to her. Uh-huh. So Mama's like, oh, who are you talking to for 3,000? What is it? 3,000 minutes? 3,000? Yeah. She's talking about Drew. I was like, well, Mama Vicky, don't you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta? The reunion was on last night. You should have saw it. They was talking about Ty then. Oh yeah. You ought to see, because Portia said she would fool with her. So in Ty's confessional, she like, let's address that name tattooed on your daughter. She's saying it to us, but not to them. And this kind of like, I'm believing when I was watching this, I don't think that girl really has a tattoo or no man tattoo. I don't think she has a man's name tattooed on her. I really don't. I think this is storyline. Because why haven't we seen it? Where is it? So Ming Lee like, yeah, we already know Drew was your Bia. She was your B-I-T. Ming Lee, you cussed in front of your mother? Oh my goodness. Mama Vicky, one of them cool mamas. They're friends, they hang out together. They probably drink and smoke together. So Mama says, was she? Ty was like, no. So Mama Vicky said, y'all did the Ty said, oh, I'm not answering that. So Mama Vicky was like, why did you cheat? Ty was like, wait a minute. Me talking on the phone is like how she be texting guys. Mama looked at her daughter and was like, did you cheat? Me and Lee was like, Mama said, did you cheat? Me and Lee was like, I was texting a guy. And then Mama Vicky started laughing. I was like, what's funny? So me and Lee was like, but I was single. See, I was single. Mama says she don't even know how to be a HO. She ain't got the material. She's not garden tool material. She ain't got it. Mama is cracking up. Ty said, well, she don't tell you everything. Jackie said she like threesomes. Mama said, you a freaky B&T? You a freaky B-I-T? I hollered, y'all. I was hollering. Millie says, you believe Jackie? Look, how can we move forward? Like, can we move forward? Mama goes ahead and invites Ty to Ming Lee's event. Ming Lee is over there having a heart attack. Like, no, why did you invite her? Ty looking, she like, I'm not sure. So at Ming Lee's event, Ty shows up. But first, Evelyn shows up in a whole leopard jumpsuit. I'm like, girl, where you going in that? Is that from your clothing line? And is Evelyn, does she have a fake butt, y'all? Because it was just doing something different. It was jiggling, and I don't know what's going on with her butt side. Does anybody know? Does she have a BBL? I mean, it ain't shaped like one, but something going on back there. I'm just saying. So Evelyn's like, she's there, but she almost hate everybody that's coming. She don't want to see Denise. She don't want to see Brittany. She don't want to see Jackie. But she gonna thug through it, right? So then Brandy comes, and she's mad at Jennifer because of her spreading that rumor. And then she noticed that there's two couches sitting, across from each other. And the big three are showing up and they're sitting on one couch. And so she's like, okay, the group is divided. Here come Brittany. She ain't feeling none of this. She don't want to see Evelyn or Jackie. Girl, you gonna see one of them, okay? So she sits down on the couch with the big three and says, this is the good energy couch. And Jennifer is sitting with Denise. And Brandy is clocking it, trying to figure out why is Jennifer sitting over there with them. So Mean Lee calls Ty to do the demo for her. The event has started. She needs someone so she can use the flat iron. She want to use Ty's hair and flat iron her hair. Ty was like, "Oh, me? Okay." She goes up there. And hey, Ming Lee got her together, honey. She had curls for the girls, honey. Curls for the girls. But it didn't last because Ty put her hair back into a ponytail afterwards. I was like, dang, you could at least been acting like Drew Down. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Give it up, give it to me. Okay. So Ming Lee asked, where's Jackie? Child. Brandy asked Chantel, how are you feeling, baby? Chantel said, I'm grieving the end of a relationship with the person who's giving me life. Girl, don't start that. Stand 10 toes down, Chantel. The way you was hollering and screaming at your mama, I need you to keep that same energy. How dare you act all nice and humble and calm and meek but hey, I guess that's what you got. I guess that'll do it to you, honey. So Jackie is in the car. Now, at first, she was on her way to Ming Lee's event. Then the second time we see her, she calls, I think it's her assistant or something, and she tells him that all of a sudden she has to fly out to SAC for Dougie's birthday. I was like, wait a minute, Dougie's birthday, his sister is here in LA at an event you're supposed to go to. Why are you going? Like, you forgot your son's birthday was like, what is going on? How old is Dougie? Does he still need his mother to come and throw him parties? He has got to be an old teenager by now, right? Maybe, huh? And how come Chantel ain't there? I think that was Cap just to get out of there, because we all know Jackie is on an exit tour, and she gonna lie about stuff. So now she lying on her son's birthday. So Chantel is at the event checking the room. Every time she sees somebody, she checking her. She waiting to see when Jackie coming through, right? So I was like, no, honey, your mama not coming because she got the flu. She told us she had the flu. Now she flew out and went back to SAC where she lives. So the event is over. They're all standing there. And I began to think that this is like the reunion that we're not going to have, right? They're standing there. Everybody's dressed up. And so Brandy takes it upon herself to confront Jennifer about the rumor. And so she says, oh, Jackie said that. And she said, you told people, though, you were spreading. And she was like, Jennifer was like, I told Ty, right? Ty told you. I'm like, oh, you didn't forgot? You told everybody, Jennifer. So Brandy says, oh, you spreaded it. And at the same time, you didn't want nobody talking about you in your relationship. Jennifer was like, right and right. You are absolutely correct. Don't talk about mine. So Brandy's like, well, why didn't you come to me? Jennifer was like, cause it's Jackie. Like, it's not a big deal. I didn't think it was that serious. But if I did take it and ran with it and talked about it, and I am sorry for going telling people. I am sorry. So then was that Evelyn that said, anybody else? Anybody else got something to say? And I'm like, yes, this is definitely a reunion that we're not getting. So Evelyn looks at Brittany and says, what did I do to you? What did I do to you? You talking about we low vibrational. You're low vibrational. Brittany says she has no reasoning why what did Evelyn do to you, Brandy? She had no reason, no cause, nothing. So what does she do? She's like, because you a fake AB. Trying to get it riled up. So here go Evelyn. But you're on this walk, right? You always calling people out their name, disrespecting people. Ain't nobody, I have not once disrespected you and called you out your name. Brandy's like, you can't judge. Then she starts screaming, who's more knowledgeable, you or God? Who's more knowledgeable, you or God? And it's like, what's happening now? Is the girl spazzing out? Is she having what's happening? Do we need to call 911, Brittany? And so Evelyn just said, you are a phony and a fake. Not you, both of them. She can't be one or the other, Evelyn. She got to be both. So here go Brittany. I can't respect no 50-year-old who has an OnlyFans page. Then they go back and forth, forth and back again. It was very hard to pick up on what they were saying. But I did hear Brittany compare Evelyn to Jackie. Evelyn says, don't you compare me to her. And she said it just like that. Don't you compare me to her. So then Evelyn says that Brittany has sucked 100, men's. Brittany says correction 36. Get it right. Everybody looking like, ooh, you still a garden tool. Even everybody was like, ooh, that wasn't the flex, girl. That is not a flex. So Evelyn asked Chantel, so this is what you're attaching yourself to? This is what you're attaching yourself to? This right here? And so Chantel is like, yes, like she is my friend. Like she is my real friend, Evelyn. Like she is my friend. Evelyn says, okay, I'm out. And she exits just like Jackie. And the production did a back and forth when Evelyn walked out, and then they'll put it on Jackie walking out, and they kept going back and forth. And I said, this has got to be Shed Media. They're the ones that do Utah, Salt Lake City. And it was Shed Media. They are a great production company. So now pretty much production asked Chantel, have you talked to Jackie? And she's just so humble and so sweet. No, I haven't talked to my mom. Your mom? You've been calling her Jackie all last episode, honey. I'm trying to tell y'all, they need to bring back, honey. It does wonders. So this is the end of our reunion. Everybody gets to say their little ending. Let's see what happened. Jennifer says she has some new confidence. Girl, no, you don't. Your husband has put a battery in your back. She says she don't care if people love her or hate her. Yes, you do, girl. You are a car. You need to be validated. Yes, you do. You need someone to compliment your fashions. Okay. Brittany says she is proud of herself. She got to give herself a pat on the back. She's come a long way. Brittany says something about she has a harness of power and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, next, Evelyn says she's not apologizing for being real. Okay, Ming Lee says, forgiveness is not easy, but it's necessary, and we need to coexist to move forward. Ty says this group needs growth. And Jackie said, Doug is now the head coach of the Sacramento Kings. She got to go. And she said, y'all ain't got to call me First Lady, but you better just call me Jackie, because I am that beep. And that was the end of the episode, besties. What do you guys think? Is this the end of Basketball Wives? Or is it just time to recast? Chantel can go, Brittany can go, Denise can go, and Jackie can go. And just bring in some new people. Like, out of the whole league, I'm sure there's somebody who will join this cast. Love and Hip Hop, they forever bringing new people in. All the time. All the time. How come they can't get these Basketball Wives to join? Well, besties, let me know. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you thought Now, what I heard is they did not have a reunion because Jen and Jackie were not going to show up. That's what I heard. And I thought all this time it was because Jackie and Chantel had a fight, and they didn't want to bring all that back to have a part two, even though I wanted to see a part two. But this is weird not to get a reunion. It's so weird. Okay, besties, drop down in the comments, let me know. Please like the video, subscribe, and make sure your notification bell is on. Ding dong, so that you know each and every time I post my content. And I will be back with another recap. Bye, besties.